guy.
I've never received. Has anybody else ever
never
received
got one either.
a letter?
I don't think I've
like
checked my mail in 6 months.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I haven't checked
You're
it.
going to go to jail.
No, I'll be okay.
What if there's like a bill or like a tax
It's all digital.
thing?
What about jury duty?
Oh, shit. Well, like, all my mail goes to a place that I never live at.
Is it against the law to not read mail?
Well, it's against the law not to go to jury duty if you're summoned.
But you can't use I didn't read my mail as an excuse.
I don't know. We're gonna get a lawyer out here. Well,
That'd be
anything important, they would send certified, and that they
What does
would
that
know.
mean?
Yeah.
Like that's like a receipt. Like you have
You
to
have to
sign to
sign.
get it. That way they can prove that you received it.
My problem is, like, I have a room in some dude's house,
Go on.
and not Chris's neighbor. But I'm never there. I always stay, with
He
my...
pretty much lives with his girlfriend.
Yeah, and so it's like, I'm on my way home. It's like, oh, do I want to stop by this other house just to get mail? I don't know. And you do that day after day for like 6 months. It happens.
This other house.
Yeah, it's right down the road.
He got a
can go.
place.
I just
near the
pay a dude.
office.
Yeah,
He pays the dude to store his couch.
yeah. And his fucking cat ripped up my couch.
He didn't even do that. Huh?
Yeah.
Do you get any of that money back? Is there like a cat deposit?
Oh, I don't know. I just at the end of every month, I'm just like, I'm giving.
So what are you paying
this
for
guy
then? You're
money.
paying a dude to store your couch, and the couch is fucked up.
Yeah.
No, well, he's
I have,
paying
like,
for like the
part of a
ability
garage.
to have his own space.
That he
Yeah,
doesn't go
and it's
to.
a very
So he
small
can-
bedroom.
But if whatever happens, he can always say, "I can go." He can go home to his other house.
So you have two places.
yeah.
Why?
Because like I don't, not moving.
Moving
I haven't
into-
moved in with some,
Moving in with someone is a big commitment,
Yeah.
and it's like, well,
Why
we
don't you
haven't.
just- Why don't you just move on your own?
What do you mean
Closer.
Why would I move? No, my whole point is like I stay at my girlfriend's place all the time.
Oh, I see.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's why. But I don't want to. You don't want to move in because then it's like if something happens. Like, oh, I gotta move all this stuff now.
Yeah, I got this couch that the cat scratched up. I
Yeah.
love that couch.
It's like it's a lot of work. I guess we'll just stay together. I guess we'll just get married because I don't. Let's get this fucking couch out of here. Right?
I don't have to look for another place to live.
So you won't live with a girl because you can't be bothered with the fallout from a possible breakup.
It's not be buying. It's just a big thing.
Well,
It's
you don't-
commitment.
Do you think she'd be happy to hear that?
She
you have a
doesn't
backup plan?
listen to the podcast.
All right.
I hope not.
It's like the only reason you keep this other place is just in case.
I know. I would.
No, but I think that everybody does that. That's why you keep the other place.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
why
'cause
I've
you
got
don't know.
another place
How
I live at besides with my wife. Whatever.
How often do you stay there?
Never really. Unless her parents are in town and her parents stay with her, then I have to like move all of my shit out of the apartment anyway.
Why? Is
And
it
pretend
secret?
like I don't live there.
Is it secret?
Oh, it's a secret. It's secret love.
Well, now it's on the internet.
Well, no,
Oh, yeah, but her dad's not on Twitter.
we've already heard stories of the dog
Yeah.
and its strange tastes.
Did
Yeah.
your dog live?
Do you
by the
tell?
way?
Hey, do
Oh,
you
yeah,
tell a
she's
story
fine.
about how whenever you suggested a movie to watch with her family?
I think so.
No, I don't think you told that on the podcast.
Oh, man, so I've only met her dad like twice, and we went to.
I met her dad. He's like he's like that guy
giant.
that's like he's an intimidating. Like I'm a businessman. I'm a alpha male.
6
like-
foot. Yeah, he's like 6'4", very strong. It's very intimidating, physically intimidating guy, and very proper.
And
so
he knows that you're like banging his daughter.
yeah, and I'm also like I'm not like a man's man. Like I'm the perfect boyfriend for like the third daughter because you're kind of like we'll let that one go, but she's the only daughter. So I'm already a disappointment, and so I go to their house, and I'm staying in their house, and it's like movie night, and I was like thinking like, what's a great movie that they would like, and I was like, oh, how cool, like Cabin in the Woods. I remember that was like really clever and really cool. So we start to watch Cabin in the Woods, and it's like me, her mom, her dad, and her 11-year-old brother. And then the movie starts, and they start swearing a little bit, and I was like, oh wow, they swore a lot more than I thought in this movie. And then they start taking off clothes and expose breasts and like very, very like, I don't know, like some point someone's making out with like a boar. And then at one
Wait.
point, the dad just like puts his hands up in the air.
Well,
and he's
who's-
just like, I can't do this.
That-
or I
that
can't
movie-
take this.
that-
And he's like, he just
that-
like storms out and like takes the brother with him.
'Cause he's a
and then
little
I'm just
brother,
like
right?
sitting here like
He
completely
basically was like, you've what is the word? Like brought
brought
my
shame
house.
to this house.
And-
Why did you
my
suggest that
children.
movie?
That
then?
movie is a hard R.
Those weren't the things that I remembered. I remembered like, oh, it's really smart and clever. Not there's like, people
It's like saying, what movies do you watch? I know a great porno that you
it's
guys
very
know.
clever.
Yeah, great twist.
Great story. Yeah.
Or it's like, what do y'all want to watch? How about Texas Chainsaw Massacre? It's set in Texas.
Well, I talked to you about this though, and you were like, yeah, I had to think about it a little bit. That movie is a little bit worse.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't go for like a movie with like that hard R rating.
So
Yeah.
you pissed him off real good.
Yeah, pissed off real good. But the thing is, like, you understand what's happening, but it's a slow process because you don't just immediately be like, oh, okay, guys, sorry, this movie's bad. You're just sitting there and you're like, oh no, what have I done? And then you're
there's nothing-
slowly looking over at everyone else in the room.
And the dad's
That's the
like,
most awkward.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he's just like putting his hands through her hair and just like, we still
old
have
was
an
the child?
hour and a half.
How old was the child?
He was like 12.
This is how you end up on the sex predator list.
When you move, that's why you don't want to move. You don't have to mail out the cards again.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, he doesn't like me.
Didn't you say he also asked you for a wine suggestion once?
Yeah.
what did you offer him? Blood with AIDS in it?
So, well, I don't drink wine. I drink liquor, which I think that's, it's respectable. I like liquor. That's cool.
Yeah.
But we were at a restaurant and he's like, can you recommend a wine? And I didn't know. I just kind of like picked something randomly. And then they were like, that's not wine. I was like, oh, all right. So then
those
like
are
I picked something else. And he wanted a red wine. That's why. Because if I order a white wine, I order Moscato.
So what you wait?
It's really good. So
what
I
did you
ordered
pick?
this. I ordered a Moscato for me. I have no idea what I ordered for him.
Was it like vinegar or
It was
something?
something.
It was like that's a taco.
Yeah. So they brought out my wine. And, they give him his wine glass. It's like regular wine glass. Everybody looks really respectable. They give me mine. And they classify it as a dessert wine because it's very sweet. So they give me like the smallest, cutest little wine glass. And I'm like holding it in my hand like I'm 4. And then her dad is just sitting there with like a straight face, just kind of looking at me.
Judging you for your tiny
I know.
little
And I just want to apologize.
dessert.
I was like, I'm sorry, dude.
How do you not have
sorry
any
she
of these-
likes me.
You told me that the wine you had suggested for him was a Merlot. And I was like, haven't you ever
That's
seen...
where I found it, yeah.
I was like, haven't you ever seen Sideways?
That's why. No, that's what it was. Because I remember
Paul
Sideways, and Paul Giamatti's like, no, I'm not having a fucking Merlot. So when eventually they asked, I was like, I had a Merlot. I know there's a Merlot. Let's do that.
So why
I've
didn't you
literally
just- why
never
didn't you
made
just
one
say-
positive
Why
impression.
didn't you just say, I don't really drink wine much?
Why
Were you like, no, I got this? Yes.
After this wine, we're going to go watch Cabin in the Woods. It's going to be
gotta
a
get
great
him-
family movie. It's about a cabin.
So
In the wo-
do you
in the
just do
woods.
stuff because you scared? Like, what if he was like, "Hey, change the tire"? Would you just be like, and then you like crush the kid or something?
I can change a tire. What makes you think I can't change a tire?
Because you don't know how to order a wine.
Water? No, I mean, I didn't know how to change a tire the first time I had to, but you figured out. Like, I put the car up, like, I used the jack and lifted up the car, and I was like, okay, this looks like a good first step. So then I was like, all right, we got to loosen the bolts on this tire. I've seen them do this. So I put the big rod on the little nuts, and I'm like yanking it, and the whole car is just like shifting on the jack front to back, and I'm like,
You have to loosen
this
it ahead
jack
of
is
time.
like,
Did you jack it up
really,
completely in the
really,
middle?
like really like weak and small, and then I was like, oh shit, maybe I have to unscrew it before I lift up the car.
Yeah.
So then I put the car back down, undid it, and then I figured it out.
Would you have a biggest fear with what he will ask you to do? Like,
I'm not scared. Like, I'm not scared. Like, I never get like necessarily nervous. I just always feel like a disappointment. And it's just like every day I'm just like, what? This is a no-win situation. It's not, why are you guys looking at me like that? Like you feel sorry for me? Fuck you all. I'm fine. I live my life.
the ability to like go somewhere and then see naked people is
Well, I mean, it
Like-
must have been sketches first, right?
like
Yeah.
cave. That's what
Like, was
that's
there-
what cave paintings were. Was like just porn.
I'm gonna go and walk
People
into the
in a-
jerk off cave.
You laugh, but I guarantee you there was a jerk off cave.
There was a cave, and it was like, Ben, don't go in there. little kid.
Listen, that's
Stay clear of that cave. You'll slip.
only when you're a man.
Yeah.
will you
It's
get to
like,
go.
it's like I don't know. I can go to this porn cave. There's a better one on the other side of the village.
What are you into? What kind of cave are you into,
Guys, just don't walk
got
in
a
if I
cave.
leave a rock at the front of
Yeah.
it. Just
We
like,
got some
wait.
weird foot shit in that one.
yeah.
There's a bunch of cats in this.
Cat cave.
Yeah, is it like Egyptians have cats everywhere? There's cats.
Yeah, but what is the connection?
If you're into cats, some people
No
are into
one's
like
into cat.
animals now.
No.
Yeah,
Well, like,
that's a whole
Are
thing.
you talking about shagging animals?
Yeah, some people are into that.
Cats?
How did you take it to cats from
The animals. That's an animal, and there are a lot of cat
the
paintings.
first animal you think of shagging is a cat?
Not me personally, but I'm saying
It was literally
no, but
your
there's a lot
brain.
of cats. What's the most common animal that's drawn on a cave?
A buffalo or a bison?
Well,
cow
it
or
depends where you
Oh, come
are.
on. Now you're
It depends.
No one.
Read my mind, Gus. We get it. If you're in Egypt, and you're like,
fucking Egyptians weren't drawing on caves. They were building pyramids and drawing on pyramids.
They had jerk off pyramids, not caves.
It's totally different.
Like you would
fancier.
go to the cat pyramid.
Those things are
It's like,
caked
do
in
you
seaweed.
want to jerk off with this picture of a human with a raven for a head? Because we have a cave full or a pyramid full of that.
yeah, I do that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we've had this conversation. I'm trying to think like.
I don't think we've had the cat shagging
No,
conversation.
the follow-up. Like there've been like movies where people get together and they watch like porn films, right?
Yeah.
And it's like a whole event. It's like you got to meet at a time. You got to get a projector. You load the projector, put the screen on. Does that make it more special that there's so much like work that goes into it and presentation?
Well, I
Like,
think
it's a
more
bigger
of a
event.
specialty event.
And then you feel guilty. You're like, I really want to watch like 40 seconds or so, and I'll be done. It's like you spend all this time setting up, you finish, and you're like, oh, am I not gonna put all this shit up?
or if you're the guy who's loading the camera, you just accidentally see the frames through the light, and you're just like, oh, well, that's all I needed.
He didn't even put it in.
Yeah, you guys can finish the rest. Gus, when you were a kid, was there scrambled porn?
Yeah, of course there was. Yeah, that doesn't exist anymore, does it?
It did when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I think it's
It was
gone-
like channel 77.
I think
Oh, you're
since
talking
they-
about the actual signal.
It's
Yeah.
where it's
Yeah.
where it's like it's a channel that you don't get, but it's playing porn. So
every
it'll
now
like,
and then it would line up just right.
and you could kind of see sort of like.
So it'd be like,
figures. It'd be like
Oh.
you would see like, oh, is that a boob? I think it is, or
Af-
could it be just fuzz?
After 9 p.m., though, they turned off the music. That was all audio. I don't know how they got. I mean, I guess that's how they got people to sign up for the service, right?
what, you just hear it.
You hear it and you're like, I can pay for this.
Wait,
So I'm
you,
like,
you
"Go
had
buy it."
audio, but you couldn't.
I
Yeah,
had
no, like-
no audio.
Oh yeah.
No, to me it was just like static,
Just
and
come
every
out-
once in a while you see a figure of like.
Should have come hang out at my house.
So you
we had
could
the
use
setup.
just audio for you, huh?
Video and audio, but like full audio.
Yeah, he flipped it on. Meow.
So,
Animal Planet.
what would be the first animal that you think of then? If we got to go back to this,
What do you mean?
or if you have like what animal that somebody
You're the one who brought it up. We don't have to answer. We
No,
don't
but
have
your
to adhere
issue
to
was like
this.
what animal I
You-
chose.
You
What's
chose
the
an
normal
animal.
animal?
No one
I know,
went to
but
animals.
What's
No
the right
one
answer?
said
What's the
who's
right
gonna have
answer?
I mean,
Sex
I
with-
already took it weird. I went with foot stuff. That's
Yeah,
weird.
and then
No,
you're
that's-
like, yeah,
that's
and
not
like
that,
cats or
you know.
dogs or hamsters. Who knows?
That's
You're the one
slightly
thinking of shagging
different.
cats and lubing up your dog's mouth every time.
I didn't lube up the dog's mouth.
You absolutely did.
You are changing the story. That's not what happened at all. It did it on its own accord. The dog likes lube. I have no control
Did you
over
just say
that.
the foot of your
the
bed?
dog likes
wait,
it.
wait, what is this? When did the dog get?
I'll
loose?
catch you up later.
His dog ate some. Did he just sit at the foot of your bed like this?
No, it's just it like jumps up and it jumps on tables. Like the thing is the breed is so fat and like hungry. They eat everything. Like that's all they do is they just eat. So it does this crazy acrobatic stuff when it can smell something that smells like food. So it like jumped and flipped and then yeah, it just ate a bunch of like a whole bottle of
So
lube.
your lube
Told you about
smells
this.
like food.
Well, strawberries.
Yeah,
or,
you know, it's like
There's
You never had
flavors.
flavored lube?
I guess not. I'm just a vanilla kind of guy.
Well, that's
is
a
vanilla
flavor, to be fair.
That's so disgusting. Yeah, his dog did it twice.
Yeah, she's okay. Cost me a lot of money.
Never be the same.
What do you mean?
That
She's okay?
dog's-
What costs you a lot of money? It's
I have
like
to call poison control.
that they eat.
I'm like-
It's made to be. That's why it's flavored.
Chris, you're not meant to eat a whole bottle.
Also,
Like,
not if you're like a
people-
10-pound dog.
Yeah.
So wait, what did you call
Have
it? You're
you-
like,
have you
listen,
just,
I've got
like,
an
chugged
emergency.
about-
I've got an emergency. My dog is full of lube.
Yeah. And then I told them.
and
well,
it's
we already
not,
told the
it's
story
li-
on the.
Yeah.
I'll
It's
fill you
sliding
in
all over
later.
the place.
But they
I can't hold it.
It's not a cat. I
Look,
was trying to give it to
in
the
my
cat.
defen- no,
but
in my
the
defense-
dog ate it. And I,
In my defense, I just said the brand name on the phone, and they immediately were like, "Oh, well, there's all these different types, like based on the information you give us." So I'm not the only one this has happened to. Probably. I mean, why would they have all of this other?
They're gonna have to send letters to your neighbors at some point.
Well, guys, it's not fair. Your dogs can't. You can't. They
Why are you
can't.
dragging me into this? I'm just sitting over here.
They've never gotten anything they shouldn't have been in.
No, because I'm a good dog owner.
What do you mean?
I keep an eye on my dogs.
Your wife's a
Like all
good
the
dog
time, you
owner.
just follow them
We
around.
both are.
You're at work all the time.
Yeah, but when I'm home, I keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love those dogs. I would never let them eat an entire bottle of lube.
It just does it. All right.
I don't even think. I think you could eat as much lube as you want. I don't think it's gonna do anything.
All right,
That
well,
being said,
we
I'm
need
also the man who
another-
thinks you can eat AIDS.
We need
I don't
another.
We can.
We need another RT life.
I-
What
yeah, I
is
feel
the
like an
what is
RT
the
life
thing
challenge.
that you could survive on? Like, say zombies and all that. All the food's gone. You're in a supermarket. What can you eat that's not food? Like, what would you be able to survive on?
What do you mean, what-
Wax.
what
I think
can
you
you
can
eat
eat
that's not
wax.
food?
Yeah, like you could probably eat a lube.
Anything
you could probably eat
organic.
for a week.
Anything organic.
You could survive on lube probably for
Yeah.
a while, right?
I believe it's organic.
Is there vitamin? Does anybody have lube on them? Like, is there a nutrition? Like,
Don't ask that here. I don't want to know that.
It's like, yes, actually, I do have some.
I need it all the time at work.
Like, could you eat shampoo?
No, I don't think
No,
so.
no,
don't think
no,
so.
no. Not unless it was organic.
Chris,
You're really pushing this organic thing. Do you work
what
a whole?
is your deal? You know, organic doesn't mean like safe or anything.
No,
It just means you pay like $5 more for
Organic-
something.
No, organic means
it means it's made of organic matter, right?
You know what's organic? Cyanide.
his eyebrow went. You see that?
Organic doesn't mean like
All right,
safe for
all right,
you or
all right,
anything
all
like
right.
that.
I was going to ask you, like, if you were the last man on Earth, Gus, like, is there anyone who, is there a woman that you would be placed with that you would be like, I'm not gonna sleep with her?
Probably.
Would there be someone who like made the cutoff where you're like, this person's too annoying or like too,
Yes.
yeah?
Yes. Absolutely.
Do you have that person in mind?
I have many people like that in mind. I'm not going to name them. Don't ask a follow-up question. That's not next. But no, absolutely. With the human
What if it was to save the
I'd be-
human race?
I'd be happy with the human race dying.
Yeah.
I knew that follow-up was coming. I don't
Happy
give a fuck.
or-
To be fair, I wouldn't want to continue the human race with my genes. I want
It's
to.
like this is Adam.
I don't want to restart
This is-
humanity from me.
But then what's step 2?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean,
You know, if you like,
life finds a way or whatever, you know.
Well, you just keep like all your kids would have to shag each other until one of them wasn't a mutant, and then that one would have to shag the next one that was normal.
oh
That's
no,
what
I mean, I think he's,
no. I mean, I
think he's
agree.
right.
Like,
right?
that's-
Like
you would
it's-
have to just like hope for the best.
It'd be a lot of trial
Cross
and
your
error.
fingers.
Trial and error.
You'd be clubbing a lot of babies to death.
Damn. This has not been a good podcast for babies. First you tried to make alcohol from them, and now you're clubbing them.
Well, at least I didn't shag a cat.
I'm just saying,
Classic
it makes
deflection.
sense.
What?
It just makes sense.
No, it doesn't at all in any way.
Does no one follow the logic here?
Nope.
I'll get. You guys are all. And
The most upsetting thing to me is that we're not getting the logic. That's what I really don't understand.
I'm just saying, if you say they're porn, the drawing, and there's a lot of cats.
We're done with it. We're done with cats.
All right, I'm done. Sorry.
Are you gonna get a gold MacBook?
No, I just got my MacBook Air recently. I'll wait. I'll wait till they have another one.
That USB connector looked like it could go both ways.
What do you mean? Like it could provide data out, like Thunderbolt?
No, like,
Oh, I think it can. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
which is great because USB
Yeah.
sucks.
You always got to make sure the holes on the plug are on the top.
I never get that.
The holes on the plug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know when your USB that you're plugging in,
Yeah.
one side has 2 holes on it. Make
Yeah,
sure that's
you know,
facing up.
You know when that doesn't work?
Sideways.
When it's sideways. And then it only works when you know that you've been wrong.
Yeah.
So like, even if you're right, you're not committed enough to plug it in.
Why
You gotta
can't
be
I?
like, oh.
Why can't I get Siri to tell me like if you're like no, it's not right. Just put it in the other way. Like why isn't there
What?
some way to like integrate like?
Because
the-
your phone already has a lightning connector, which goes both ways.
No, I thought we were talking about. They're talking about the computer.
Yeah, but Siri wouldn't know what you're doing over there if it's not
Yeah.
plugged in.
Oh, I'm sure they could figure it out if like you're like jamming on like the
How
USB
the hell are they
thing.
going to get your phone to know which way you're plugging in something else?
They have people develop stuff all
If-
the time.
This is ridiculous.
No, in
Well,
3
they
years,
should
in
just
like a
create
year,
a-
we're gonna
they
be
should just
having this
create a plug
conversation
that
about
isn't
how
It's
like
confusing.
never gonna, like some stuff, yeah, will happen in 10 years. At no point, 10 years from now, you're going to be like, and your phone's going to go, other way. It's not.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
you know what
stupid.
he said,
no,
the plug's
no.
just going to be reversible.
Yeah.
I
like what they're
swear to
already
God it
making.
is.
Or there won't be plugs and everything will be wireless.
Yeah.
what podcast number is this? I'm gonna be
314, I think.
All right, well,
315?
I will.
314?
back up.
I'm getting told 2 numbers from the control room. 14.
Fight.
Yeah, Marielle was wrong. That's what I said, 14.
Have you ever taken a dick pic? This is I'm going somewhere with this. Have you ever taken a dick pic?
Go on.
No, have you? I'm asking.
No, I never have.
Never.
No.
Ever.
You know who wants to see my dick? Nobody.
No.
There's nobody in the world who wants to see my dick.
You've said have you?
Yeah, but it wasn't mine.
What? So you've taken a picture of someone else's dick?
Did you try to pass it off as your own?
No.
Okay.
Well, no. What do you mean it wasn't yours?
It was someone else's.
No,
You took a picture of someone else's?
No, it wasn't someone else's either.
What are you saying?
I just realized I might not be allowed to say what I'm talking about. So I just,
Chris,
All right.
go on.
Have you taken one, right?
Oh, go on. Finish your story.
Well, no, I'm just saying. So we were doing.
Have
So
you?
that means yes, by the way.
Yeah.
but wait, did you send it to someone or did you just show it to them?
No. We were doing a short where a character has to take a dick pic.
You didn't have
Well,
to do it for
we're-
real though, did you?
Well, not for real, but it's like it was like the conversation is like how do you take a dick pic, or like what's your, you know,
I imagine I would do
What's
it.
your style?
I would do
Yeah.
it from underneath as a selfie.
yeah. So you're like waving.
So it's like massive in
No,
front.
but yeah, like if you're doing a selfie, you always want to take a picture from the top looking
no,
down.
because then it's like wow, he has a really big face and a small dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, you're doing it from your dick. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah. So it's like wow, look how small his face is.
You don't want to upstage
Yeah,
your penis.
exactly. Anyway, so we were talking about this short, and then I was like talking in the gym. I went to the gym with Aaron, and we were like working out and stuff, and I was like talking about dick pics really loudly, and then I was like looking
Within
at-
the context of, filming a video.
yeah, which doesn't help when you're talking about filming dick pics.
Oh, yeah, I suppose not.
No, but yeah. So then it's just like to me, it's like I feel like most people have taken a dick pic.
I
Right?
guarantee you at least 50% of the world has not taken a dick pic.
All right, well, or I bet at least 100% of the world has either taken or received one.
I mean, it's dangerous in our industry.
To what? To send a dick pic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
follow.
so
I'm not-
Chris, you were in the gym, right?
Yeah. Well, and just people are looking weird because I talk loud.
Yeah, and it's funny because we were talking about this conversation that he had out here, and then I realized there's a lot of guests watching the podcast right now, and I have no idea who they are. And once again, they think Chris and I are just talking about taking dick pics.
No.
So wait, what was the story there then? That
Oh, it
you
was
talked
just-
about taking a dick pic.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like you talk. People look at you weird when you talk about dick pics.
Oh.
But I think it's something that most people have.
I mean, it's not just. I think people look at you weird when you talk about dicks.
Yeah. I think I talk loud, is part of the problem. But
But you're usually quite
You're,
quiet.
you're self-conscious about it?
about talking loud
Yeah.
over my dick pics.
Both.
So who has your dick pic?
I don't think no one. I don't think at this point. I haven't taken any in a long time. Like
Wait, how young were you?
I. Just my neighbors got it. That's it. No, but like, yeah, I agree. It's like you don't want to in our industry. You don't want to take nudes, so it's like
I would honestly rather have my anus out there
Oh, yeah,
than my penis.
Yeah. I can see
yeah,
that.
I agree with that.
Why? I'll be the contrary, and I have to ask why.
It's just less intrusive.
It
Like, it's
says
like
less
so
of-
what-
It's just kind of like
It-
no one wants
It
to
says
look.
like, there's a
no
lot to
one's
talk
like,
about
I
with the
wonder what his
penis.
Yeah.
butthole looks like.
yeah, there's a lot to talk about. Like you
I
like you
can't
could have a
people who are asking that.
you could have a discussion about someone's penis for like 5 minutes probably.
Yeah.
Someone's anus, you'd be like, what was it like? He'd be like, oh, it's like just brown and shit.
I mean, it says less about you as a person.
Why does a dick say anything about you as a person?
Oh, because people be like, well, he's only doing that because of, this. He has
You're
a
just
small
jerking off
dick.
two
No,
people.
this is how people talk who are uppity.
Oh.
They're like, oh, he just got that fancy,
Well, it's
watch because
interesting-
he has a small dick, or
Yeah, or
he's
it's
just
like-
being an asshole because he has,
Yeah, or like that's why that guy has so much confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's honestly anything can be related to it, but the asshole.
No one
it's
ever
like,
been like, wow, that guy bought that nice car because of his asshole.
He's got a giant loose asshole.
Yeah, it's like no one would else. Why would else?
He's always so stressed out because his asshole's so small and bunched up. It's like putting a Play-Doh star through every time he sits on the toilet.
Play doo.
All right, well, it's about time to wrap up. What?
Okay, never mind. No.
You got more?
No.
All right. Well, we got to go. So we'll be back on Wednesday with an episode of The Patch, Thursday with On the Spot, and then again next Monday with a special episode of RT Podcast. So thanks for watching, everyone.
You have failed to uphold your duty to Captain Caboose, Agent Washington. You lack diligence, Agent Washington. You question authority, Agent Washington. You must be eliminated, Agent Washington. Captain Caboose, Agent Washington, has failed to meet the minimum requirements of Blue Team service and is no longer fit for duty. He must be eliminated.